What up, everybody? Welcome to episode 19
16.
of the Nerd Outlet Learn Outlet Pod.
Hello!
Of the Nerd Outlet Podcast.
Take that 6.
Take that L.
I'll take that. I'll take that out real
upside
quick.
It's a 9 now.
It's a 9 now. But
Lyrical genius.
what's good, Greg?
What's up? What's
The
up?
whole world just explodes.
What? What's
Bro,
up?
Nobody thought he turned that 6 to a 9.
Yo, what's he gonna do next? Turn it on its side.
Yo, don't even start.
Turn him on the side 69 now.
So-
Hey.
You're making fun of it, but it's a real thing. He
But
might
what's
do.
good, Gabe?
Oh, what up? What up?
What's good, Nathan? Nathan and Gabe out here talking about the next Drake album.
Yeah.
What do you think it's gonna be titled?
Hail Trump.
I thought he already had a title for it. Did he
Yeah.
not?
I don't think
Hail
so.
Trump.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I thought
serious?
there was a title
I'm about
for
to
it.
look
Yeah.
look on his
I don't know.
his IG real quick.
I might be wrong.
But
that,
I mean, is it an album or is
that
it
might
more
be
of
the
a
next
mixtape?
That
Schoolboy
no,
Q.
No, nobody knows
He-
yet.
Yeah, nobody knows.
He says it's an album from
Mysterious.
what I
But he
remember.
considers his last mixtape an album as well.
Which one?
If you're reading this,
The last
feel
one,
like-
Yeah.
the last one he
Yeah.
did for
for
Birdman.
for good old Birdman.
Champagne Pappy. Do you
Those
think that man drinks champagne on the reg?
Oh, dude, for fucking sure.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
He doesn't. He
Gives me a
doesn't-
headache.
He just doesn't look like a
Really?
champagne guy.
Yeah. I mean, alcohol just doesn't sit well with
It's
me,
delicious.
regardless. I will say that, though. I did like it.
What? Dude, this man has so many.
I had it at
posts
your
on
place, and then I
Instagram.
had it at a wedding
forever
shower.
to
I've never
find
had
him.
champagne in my life, but then, like,
So he's Drake.
in a few weeks span, I've had it twice, and I'm like, oh, I'm
Dude,
growing old.
he has a picture of young Wheezy over
Let me
here.
see. What does it say? Shout out
Yeah,
to
you
my-
got that saved
to
on
my
your
man,
phone?
My lover, my mentor.
Everything I got is because of God and you. Happy birthday to my brother. Thanks for believing in all of us when you didn't have to. YM, aka Young Money. We still alive. Free Carter 5.
Freak.
Yo,
Anyway, guys, we have a great show for you this
no, we
week.
don't. No, we don't. It's ass. Don't
No, it's
listen.
not. No, it's
Don't
not.
don't listen this week. Just off right now and go home.
Yeah, I haven't been on. I haven't been on the
Said
show
pack-
for 2 weeks.
Pack your
so
bags, boys.
I'm,
We're
I'm
going back to Vietnam.
Just turn off that
no,
audio and go
no,
listen to some
no.
views. And
talking about
enjoy.
was Apocalypse Now in Nam, or was it
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making a video game about that. You guys see that?
No.
Oh,
No.
They're
shit.
making a survival RPG based on Apocalypse
RTS.
Now.
Weird.
In Nam though. I mean, like they've already sold me by saying it's in Nam.
It's in Nam, son.
I can
It's
already.
an RPG.
I'm already getting flashbacks. I can hear the choppers blades right now.
Yeah. It's not Vietnam if you don't have that fucking song.
Dude, I cannot. Dude, this guy giving shout outs to everybody. Where the fuck is the shout
Is
out
he
to
still
his
with J-Lo?
album?
I also can't believe that song is literally like 2 minutes long.
Is he still with J-Lo? That
Yeah.
I don't know, my friend.
That's odd.
Anyway, can we not talk about this and
This is.
talk about something else?
Yeah, I mean, we can go on 'cause
the
I think-
listeners can actually like.
Yeah, I honestly don't think he released the album title.
Let's
Let's
Switch.
switch the subject and talk
thing now,
about
Gabe.
the
Get used to
Nintendo Switch.
yet. I don't understand this man.
Yeah, me either.
shouts out the
Where
Switch
the
one
fuck-
time.
Oh, my phone's right next to me.
He's
So-
looks awesome though.
So who wants to start? Who wants to give us their opinions on
Yo,
it?
Greg can do it.
Go ahead,
what they
Greg.
think the Switch will be?
Well, tell us. We got some information.
sure.
Or did you guys? You guys didn't talk about it last week, did you?
No, we
think
haven't
so.
talked about it at all.
Okay. Okay.
No.
We
So,
vamped last week.
so yeah, Nintendo had their little Nintendo Switch presentation conference thing, like keynote, more or less, in Japan.
Let's just say it was a train wreck.
It was kind of
The
bad.
actual press conference was a train wreck.
It's entirely in Japanese
Glad
with
I've
a
never seen it.
translator for everybody else like streaming it. Translator was god awful.
Did you see
I
the?
feel like he
have you
barely
seen
knew
that Key and Peele
Japanese.
Have you seen that Key and Peele like sweating gif?
Yeah.
Someone
No,
put
same.
the translator at the Nintendo
He
conference.
was like, Switch.
Wait, are
There's
you-
straight up
are you
one
legit?
point,
Nintendo.
dude. At
Oh
one
my
point,
God.
he didn't say anything for like 10 seconds, and I was like, "Bro,
Thank you very much.
did this dude just get fired on air?" And he comes back and he's like, "Great products for Nintendo Switch." And I was like, "Okay,
cool?
that dude doesn't have a job anymore."
Right. So yeah, it was pretty bad. They started off, with the info we wanted to know right off the bat, which is good. So they gave us a price, release date, March what?
3rd.
March 3rd, and $300 US. So that's
Good price.
That's kind of what I think a lot of people expected to be. Some people thought it might be like $250 to be cheaper on the cheaper side.
Dude, I was thinking about it, and the more and more I thought about it, I was just like, nah, dude, this has to be 300.
Isn't 300 cheaper than the original 3DS?
It's cheaper than the Wii U.
Cheaper than the Wii U when it came out, because I think that was 350.
Yeah, Wii U was either
350 and 400, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say 320 and something else, but I think 320 was the drop down price.
And they dropped it again at like 300.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know how much the original 3DS was.
I thought 3DS was like 360 something.
No,
Bro,
3DS
fuck
when
it.
it came out was 300 because
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember 3DS bomb when it came out. Then they dropped the price.
Like,
they dropped the price.
immediately.
Yeah, like immediately,
Like
and
6 months.
that's when people started picking them little boys up.
That's when I got it. Got the aqua blue one with Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
I love how I buy a new piece of tech just to play an old game.
By the way, I'm selling my 3DS, so if anybody's interested, $200.
I'm right there.
XL,
I got you.
black.
I got you.
And what
Oh,
new
it's
with
black?
It comes with like 10 games.
Is it the new 3DS or the original 3DS?
It's just the regular 3DS XL,
Okay.
not new.
I don't need it. Then.
Sorry, bro, can't play my Xenoblade
Yeah,
game.
you can play the one game.
The one game that it well, it's not required. There's a handful of games that use the C stick, but
Yeah.
who the fuck
No, I mean you
cares?
only need Xenoblade, but I heard Xenoblade lags, and then I heard most other games that you get. Like I heard Sun and Moon chugs on a 3DS.
That's what I heard too. It runs a lot smoother than the new 3DS.
Damn.
Like the loading screens is like day and night.
But I heard it even chugs a little bit on the new 3DS.
Is
Does
it
not?
day and
Oh, okay.
day and night?
Sun and Moon, you see what I did there?
Hey.
No, it actually runs fairly good on the 3DS on the new 3DS.
That's good.
Word,
Well, it
word,
better
word.
fucking be, because that's what you're putting it on.
Yeah.
Still a solid game. Pick it up, guys. You just please pick it up.
I'm
Yo,
gonna,
dude.
I'm gonna have to pass.
Yo, but with all the
It's already
rumors that
charted.
it's coming to
Oh, that's Pokemon Stars rumor. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. Like,
Stars rumor, is that what they're calling
they're
it?
calling it
Yeah.
Pokemon Stars. Yeah.
Sun, Moon, and Stars.
Is it going to be a graphical upgrade, or is it just going to be the
Nobody
same?
knows yet. Honestly, nobody knows what this game is. It could be just a HD version of it.
Dude,
I don't know
I'd
if it's
be
just
down with
Pokemon
that.
Coliseum 2.
Nah.
Colon
I would.
stars.
Honestly, I would sell my 3DS and everything in a heartbeat just to get stars.
Like everything, like your soul, your body.
I already sold my soul to Miyamoto years ago.
All of it.
All because of Pokemon.
All
But you
because of
understand he
Pokemon.
has nothing to do with Pokemon, right?
I know, but he's just because he owns Nintendo. Like he is Nintendo.
doesn't own Nintendo.
I mean, he kind of is Nintendo.
He is
Like,
Nintendo.
how's this company gonna be like, yo, you're so prized to us? What do you like doing? I mean, I like taking morning bike rides. Guess what? You're not doing those anymore because you can get hurt. But that's the only thing I look forward to in my mornings. Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry, we need you.
Yeah.
need you. You're
What's
too
gonna happen
important.
to Nintendo when Miyamoto dies?
I was literally thinking that they're just going to stop making video games.
They just
shut down.
stopped the shutdown.
They're just going to go back to being old Nintendo.
No.
Making
Yeah, it's the same
magazines.
thing
Making playing cards.
that they did
Yeah.
with my boy Tarkin on Rogue One. We're just gonna see hologram.
CGI, man.
Yeah, a CGI Miyamoto for the rest of Nintendo's career.
Hey, man, I wouldn't know.
In every
I can't-
direct we get.
They're gonna
It's
do what they
just
did with
CGI.
Tupac and make a hologram,
Yeah.
Straight up.
bro.
Straight up. This
Have
is got.
They're gonna fake. No, like they're not even gonna record his death. Like he never died. He's gonna be. It's gonna be timeless. It's gonna be alive for
Yeah, dude,
years.
they're never going to, like, ever bring up...
Yeah.
like, they're never going to publicly address his death,
Yeah.
so you never know if it's actually him or not.
It's gonna be the same people who did the Tupac hologram too. So like the audio might cut off and it might be like Tupac. This dude's gonna walk up on the E3 stage. What the fuck's up, LA?
And then one day he's gonna be like, "Hello, I'm me," and it just disappears.
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
Also, I really like seeing seeing that on the computer screen.
Well done.
No, what do you guys think of it though? What do you think of the price? What do you think of? Well, first off, do you want to talk about the games that are coming out in launch?
Yeah, I mean, real quick, they put a lot of
Arms,
focus
though.
on the Joy-Cons themselves and the technology in them. They have HD Rumble, whatever
You
the fuck
can
that means.
feel the
HD
ice
Rumble.
cubes, bro.
Oh my
You
God.
can feel the ice. You can feel the individual ice cubes with the HD Rumble, man. Did you see that?
I'm looking forward to that, dude. I need to feel those ice cubes in my hand.
Yo, you can tell how many ice cubes are in the Joy-Con if you just open
That's
it
a
up.
stupid name, by the way.
You can
but
open it up and
continue.
just count the ice cubes.
So yeah, I can't tell if this has motion controls like a Wiimote or it just has a rumble feature that's better than Rumble that we know in regular
It has to have
controllers?
motion controls
Yeah, because you
It
can
for
see
the
seems
one
like
two
it would,
switch.
yeah.
No, for the
Yeah.
1-2 switch.
Yeah.
No, it does have motion controls because we
Oh,
saw
Mario
arms.
Kart. Mario Kart has motion controls too.
Yeah, and we saw
Okay, that's
arms. Yeah, so yeah, it's basically literally every single Nintendo
Yeah.
product in one.
Right. So they're trying to push this game 1-2 switch really hard because it's like a new way to play with the Joy-Con controller.
It looks like
where
something-
you don't even have to look at the screen. You can kind of just look at your opponent or whoever you're playing with.
I've
That's
never
the game.
seen this 1-2 switch. I've seen arms. Arms looks dope.
It's like a party game.
Arms looks pretty cool.
Dude, I don't. Everybody's like shitting on 1-2 switch, and
I mean, it could be fun.
the
With a
people
group
who
of
went to go
people and
play
everything,
it liked it. The people who on the internet are like, ooh, I'm like, dude, it just looks fun.
Sure.
Is it gonna be fucking groundbreaking? No.
Maybe.
Like WarioWare is fun as hell.
Yeah, but is it groundbreaking?
No,
No.
it's a bunch of mini games.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as they're fun mini games where we can get a good amount of them, who the fuck cares? My biggest issue is it wasn't in the Switch. I know that they're like, we only got it to $2.99 because of that, but at the same
Oh, there's
time,
no bundle package.
yeah, at the same time, like, this is my issue is even though you're different than the other hardware, you're saying, hey, I know this is a portable, so you're gonna get the people who want a Switch are gonna get a Switch, but that's not who they're gonna have an issue trying to get. Usually, they're trying to get it are the people who walk into a store and go, "All right, what system am I getting? I don't know." When they look at the one that's $250 or two of them that are $250 and have a game bundled in them, and they see one that's $300 and doesn't have a game bundled in it, then that one's not gonna sell. I know I've worked at GameStop. He's worked at GameStop. The people who walk in there are just going to buy the cheapest one.
I mean, they'll have a holiday bundle though, but
Oh yeah, it'll come.
their day one sales are gonna suck
Christmas. I'm sure there'll be a.
I
Mario
think day
bundle.
one sales are going to do good, but by the time summer hits, I feel like this is just going to be a slow, like, bleh.
though. Damn,
Yeah, all the way till holiday.
makes sense though.
Unless they drop something that we don't know that's going to come out before Mario.
And
But
that's basically because Nintendo's being Nintendo and spacing out all their.
I don't think it's a
main,
bad
like,
thing, though.
Priority games.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, but I mean, when you have a lineup of 5 games and like.
Okay, then let's put it
2
this
or
way.
3
Let's
of
put it
them
this
are
way.
Family kid games.
Would
that
you
have
like
already come
5?
out.
Would you like 5 big hitters all coming out in the same day, and then you buy all of them within the first 3 months, then you don't have anything to play till the next year? Or would you like
Yes,
to have one
please.
spaced out here?
Please
and
do
then-
me dirty like you did with the Wii U. Please.
I
do
know.
me dirty
Release
like
them
that.
all in like a year span, and like, cool.
Enjoy those games.
Where they at though?
Yeah, no fucking joke. No, but like, I think it's a smart thing.
I mean, we'll see if it works.
Well, they have to space it out solely for there's.
Solely because third parties aren't helping them out again.
True.
No, I think that I
They're
think
giving them the regular PS3 360 version of Skyrim.
yeah, dude. The fact that it can't even do
the what is it called? Definitive Skyrim or enhanced
Special
Skyrim?
edition.
Or special edition. He's got-
they can't do a updated edition of a 2011 game.
Crazy.
Shouts out
Also,
Skyrim one time.
also
The PS3 version. on there.
Zelda
yeah.
Zelda looks beautiful. It does look beautiful, but the fact that that game can't run at a native 1080p even when docked worries me.
Whoa! Where'd you hear this? I
It's
didn't.
900,
It's 900p.
When docked.
which I don't
When
know how
docked.
much a difference there is between 900 and 1080, but
Shout out to the Xbox One.
No,
Day
it's
One
not that
launch.
there's
Yeah.
a difference. It's not that there's a difference between them. It's that it can't do that. The fact that it can't do it, and that game is not a graphic intensive looking game at all.
But
It's 'cause of the
what about the
hardware.
frames though?
But that's what I'm saying, and it's 30 frames a second.
That's delicious.
Well, I mean, they support 60. I'm no Mario
it's
Kart
also
60.
a giant open world game. So, like, what frame rate do you expect?
I expect
Both
One-
of you guys are just like
14.
flame white, and he's like,
Expect.
I'll expect.
I expect
Shut up.
1440p at 90 frames a
Dude said
second.
1440p.
Okay, I don't care that it's 900,
outta
but I'm
here.
just saying, like, look at Witcher.
That's what I'm saying. 1440p at 90 frames a second.
No, but I'm just saying, is
tearing-
Xbox One can
Also, what they're doing is CD Projekt Red is just magic. There's no other way to explain it.
That game's a masterpiece.
Like
Magic.
literal
Don't talk
magic.
trash about
Like,
that
No, they
game.
are using like the dark arts
Yeah.
to make their games.
Bro, how the fuck do you make that
He
much
said he suffered
content?
the Dark
Yeah,
Lord.
bro, think about it. How much content that game has? You telling
Hey.
me they made that in 3 years?
No.
Bro, they made that in 3 years with Satan.
I'm not.
They're using that hell power like in Doom.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Lift up a
say
Pentagon to the
anything,
studios.
They're
but
harnessing hell energy.
that argon energy.
Yeah, Archon.
They got like Stephen King in the fucking corner, like kidnapped. Like, give us side quests, give us side quests. He's like, oh man, I can't write anymore.
Hey, I'm not trying to say anything, but I've seen what Naughty Dog Studios looks like. I've seen what Rockstar Studios looks like, but I've never seen anyone take video pictures of what CD Projekt Red studio looks like.
It's just in hell.
Well, if you decided to sport no clip, and look what Danny does before no clip, he did go
He
to
went
CD
CD?
Projekt Red.
I'm lying though. I've seen she was, I don't know, shout out to anybody who was back on day one on PS3 and PS3's digital magazine Core. Lady who was the leader of Core, I've actually seen her do a tour of CD Projekt Red.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot what her
Was
name
this
was.
in between 2 and 3? I'm guessing. Or
No, this was actually
before 2.
This was actually when they were ramping up doing promos for 3. She went over there to but this has not
on PS3.
No, not on PS3 though. Like this, she's long. Like Core's been canceled since like 2008. It's just that she was like,
Oh, the person that was on.
Yeah.
That. My bad. I think you meant like that in and of itself. I was like,
no,
damn,
no,
dude.
no. Core's been
They've been
Core
promoting that
never
game
even
since
was
2008.
successful.
And
And the only reason I actually even got Core, like the digital magazine issues, was when they first launched PS Plus. They were like, guess what? Every issue of Core comes with PS Plus, and I was like, word.
Oh, really? They give you a magazine with that?
I mean, it was like a digital mag. Hey, none of you guys remember what Core was?
No, I
do.
don't think so.
It was like
I had a 360 in Friends.
You're cool.
it was
Back
like a
in-
digital like magazine that PlayStation used to do, where it's like each month there'd be like an issue, and when you'd click on it, it'd open up the Core app, and then most of the time it came with a demo or a free wallpaper, and then whatever they were like, whatever game or studio they were discussing. That's how I've seen the inside of Insomniac so many times, inside of Naughty Dog so many times.
Dope.
Yeah,
Cool.
Dude, I hope Danny O'Dwyer's No Club does Naughty Dog though. I'd love to hear them talk about making that game
I would so much rather him go
somewhere
to
else. But
Rockstar.
no. Where?
Rockstar.
Bro, you know he's not going to.
Bro, I didn't think it surprised me, especially how secretive they were between Rage and Doom.
I mean, they're secretive in the aspect of like they were keeping their game closed, but like,
Until it was ready.
how many times have I've seen like them and I've seen Pete Hines like all over social media, bro. I don't see shit from Rockstar.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why
I was like, think about it. Like, I follow like 3 people from it. Dude, I don't follow anybody from Rockstar.
There's
Why?
no point
Because they don't post anything. It's just the Rockstar Twitter, and most of the time it's just fucking ads for GTA 5 DLC.
It's like 10
and I'm
teasers
just like,
for their next game.
yeah,
And
dude.
Maybe a trailer after that.
Yeah.
The boy Daniel
A
Dwyer
mediocre trailer.
walks in the
Dude, I'm super stoked for Red Dead.
He said
But come on, dude, that trailer was boring.
Nah, dude.
Red
it's
Dead 2
awesome.
on Switch.
Nah, bro.
Hey.
Hell
One,
no.
one could dream.
Well, yeah, dream,
One
yeah.
could dream.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That game cannot run on that thing.
Yeah.
It can't. It can't.
It's all
That's what I'm
pixelated,
saying.
it's like
Witcher 3
Pixar.
cannot run on the Switch.
Yeah.
But hey, but like we said, CD Projekt Red, that fucking weird voodoo magic
They're
shit.
doing something weird over there.
They might do some weird seances and find some way to
Cyberpunk
to master
comes on
code.
the Switch.
Dude, if Cyberpunk comes out, when is it? Next year when they talking about is coming
Mhm.
out? Dude, that's fucking insane. The turnaround. But then again, they were
Bro,
working with 3.
how long? Like when did 2 come out? Witcher 2 come out?
Witcher 2 come
11?
out?
2011?
And then Witcher 3
2015?
was supposed to come out 2015, but it came out 2016. No.
No,
It was supposed to
2014.
come out 2014, came out 2015. And then
Dude, if they can.
no, yeah, I mean
Well,
Cyberpunk.
hold on.
I'm so
Let me
excited for
ask you
Cyberpunk.
guys this: Would
What's
you
up?
want Cyberpunk to come out next year and be a little bit smaller than 3, or give another year?
Oh, bro.
Year.
I
I
mean,
would give another year. Just make it as big as you can.
no. See,
Full content.
I would love to say smaller because I would love to be like more in a tight city area. But
Not
they've
smaller. I'm saying like less side quests or something like that.
Oh no.
saying.
Oh whoa
Obviously, you want it bigger. You want
Chill.
as many side
I
quests
thought
as
you were
you can
talking
get.
about the map. I can do with a downgraded map because my ass is tired of fast traveling and going through loading screens. But
Well,
I'm trying to
I got it on
go
PC,
through the
guess
cities
what?
and
them
hack
loading
people.
screens are that dude. That's the best thing about what you're on the PC is because, dude, whoo, them loading screens are bad on the PS4.
Oh, dude, that's why I love Blood and Wine. Blood and Wine streamline the loading screens. But that's because
Well, I
Blood
mean, like
and Wine
it's only
works
one
like
map though, right?
Yeah, but it's about the same size as
Some voodoo magic.
Novigrad.
The Novigrad map, and
But
the Novigrad
they
map
probably
always
they
takes
probably
forever to load.
coded it differently.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
the assets are totally new
Yeah.
because I think
that
they
bodes
said
well.
they designed things separately in this one.
That bodes well for Cyberpunk then.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, I can't wait just to see what Cyberpunk is because it's based off a board game.
Bro, I'm so fucking excited to see them do something
an
like
RTS.
futuristic.
Yeah, something sci-fi.
Like, dude, like, and you know me, I'm not a like other than Lord of the Rings. I mean, what else do I really like that's fantasy?
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Like,
Halo.
no, I'm talking about that.
oh, like high
like
fantasy.
Western
High
fantasy.
fantasy. Yeah.
Oh, high fantasy.
Yeah.
Did you
it-
fuck with Skyrim?
Game of Thrones.
I liked Skyrim.
Yeah, it's Game of Thrones. I guess that's dark fantasy. That's more realistic than.
Yeah.
high
Game of
fantasy.
Thrones is like
Sure.
kind
But
of hitting that
bruh, there's a
weird-
lady who's like banging dragons on there from what I heard. How can you bang a dragon in real life?
People bang lizards all the time.
You've been hearing some weird shit, my friend.
Bruh,
Banging
I
dragons?
could-
isn't there
I
a
could
lady?
I could get a Komodo dragon right now. Get to bang a girl.
Khaleesi.
For real?
Yeah.
And you think like he won't like bite her once? Like
I
he'll
mean, of
actually
course he'll
like
bite her.
inseminate her and then like.
I mean, like he'll bite her, but it'll be like.
But I mean, like if he bites her
Wolf
though, you
bite.
know he has like a poison like a poison like bite.
Oh, I mean, I have antidotes.
So you're constantly like injecting her and she just
I
like
just
take-
get
And he's-
injected. Have an
it's
I-
like at the
have an
beginning
IV
of,
connected to her constantly with antidote.
Oh,
flowing through
like
her
in
vein.
Charlie McDennis too, where
Yeah,
they're mainlining it.
Yeah.
These dudes mainline wine, beer, and
No,
then
no,
they
just one, because the beer has the bubbles and it's too much.
No. They mainline the beer, but they never mainline the liquor because they're like, bro, you don't want to mainline liquor.
Bro, that fucking show.
No, because I
It's a good
remember
show.
the bubbles.
Did you watch the new season?
No,
Oh my god.
I need to.
Dude, it's one of their funniest
But
seasons
it's
yet.
literally one of the
I don't know
best
if I don't
seasons.
know if I finished 11, but I feel like I did. I don't know. I need to.
Bro,
There's
the
dude.
the
They're
last
so
two
weird on
episodes when they're on the fucking cruise.
I still haven't seen that yet.
Oh, bro, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything.
But let's go back to
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Switch.
Was that
Switch.
Sunny?
Yeah,
Always Sunny, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't watch that on Switch because guess what? You don't get Netflix at launch.
Boo.
Wait, you're bullshitting.
What
right
apps
now.
does it come with?
Yeah, YouTube.
Hey,
No,
bro,
I
you can
don't
also
think it
take
comes with any.
No, not
screenshots,
YouTube.
but not at launch.
You can't take videos.
But doesn't it have a designated screenshot button?
Yes.
That's
but you
it though.
can't. But you can't take them at launch.
No, you can
do
take screenshots.
You can't do video.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no 15-second clips
So you have,
or.
what's the point of the button?
Ooh, screenshots.
It's just Nintendo Direct app. That's all you
Yeah.
get.
It's not even screenshots. Like every time you click the button, you see the same guy, and you're like, dude, that's a little fuzzy though. And you finally click it, and it's just a picture of Reggie going through multiple emotions. Like he's smiling in some, he's frowning in some.
Bro, I'd love my screensaver on the Switch to just be like this one picture of him, like just a straight
Just
away,
face.
and it's just him like big eye smiling, and the screensaver slowly just like pans closer and closer and closer to his
My
face.
body's ready.
Yeah. And like the speakers start to sound like heavy breathing. You can start, and like the closer and closer it gets, you can feel the HD rumble. So you can actually feel how close he is
Feels
with the HD rumble.
Man,
Almost
Feels
inside.
warm.
Yeah,
shit, Reggie, my fucking man.
dude, with the HD rumble, dude, they should totally license it for like sex toys.
Question though,
Nintendo sex quest. I'll be done with that.
isn't HD Rumble the same thing that Microsoft did and no developers ever supported, other than like Forza and Halo?
Oh,
Halo does
yeah.
not have it.
Oh, like in the triggers.
And the
Is that what
triggers?
you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't think
Nah,
so.
I mean,
No,
those
that's
are
those are just different rumbles.
They're just different
It's
rumbles.
just a
Yeah.
different.
Oh, I thought that like if
Rumble
you play, because
motor.
like I remember playing Forza 5,
Yeah.
and you lightly tap and it's like you feel it, and then as you press it down, it literally feels like you're
All
in
they
a
did was
car.
just add a little rumble motor to the trigger.
Oh,
That's
that's
all
it.
it is,
There's no,
yeah.
it's not HD.
Yeah,
Rumble.
because
No.
the rumble
not
and
HD.
and this it's the same rumbles basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because your
see.
controller can lightly rumble and then really rumble.
That's SD rumble, not HD rumble.
Yeah.
See, because I
There's a
thought.
difference. You
Just-
feel ice cubes with the HD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're looking at 720p Rumble, not the 1080p Rumble.
Oh,
No, we're talking.
damn.
No, he said SD. You're talking 420
Oh, dude, fuck.
or 480.
480.
Yeah,
My
480.
bad. 420p. Hey.
444p Rumble.
Nah,
But man,
dude.
like
alright,
every,
I don't know-
everything about the Switch is just like it's
Oh, no,
not
bro.
ready, right?
Bro.
Nah.
This
Like
is
it
the
just
thing.
doesn't
This
sound
is
like
the
it's
thing.
ready for launch.
So like when they come in, they're like, all right, guys, we know why you're here. March 3rd, $299. I'm like, dope.
Zelda.
They're like, dude, here's. I knew they were gonna end it with Zelda, so I was just like, bro, I know.
They should have
that-
had Mark Cerny out there.
Shoo. And then yeah, so they show 1-2 Switch. I'm like, that's pretty dope. Splatoon 2, pretty dope. And
What's
then
the difference between Splatoon 2 and 1?
I think it's just more weapons.
a lot more
okay.
Yeah,
weapons.
they're just changing
looks
up
cool.
some things.
Yeah.
Oh,
New
what
maps,
about,
new
uh,
The
modes.
core game mechanics are all the same.
It looks fun. I
Yeah.
always want to play it.
What
Yeah,
about
me too.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
That's literally just a like
It's a port, but they
it's
have
like a
new
remix version
characters
of the game.
Oh,
coming
They
okay.
just
in.
added more content to it.
So
Yeah.
it's just
Word.
DLC characters added.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not, but it's stuff
Wow.
that isn't on the Wii U version as well. It's
Okay, so
it's
the-
it's Mario 8,
exclusive to the game.
all the DLC, and then like
and then top of that,
and
added
then
some more.
Switch stuff.
And battle mode.
Battle mode.
Battle
Did it
mode
come
was
with
in the
battle
game.
mode?
No, I don't think.
I think like traditional battle mode, like N64.
I
Battle
thought
mode.
I thought that came with the game. But
That came with the game. I had it for a
Did
little
it?
bit.
With
You're talking about the battle mode
balloons?
with the balloons? Yeah, I hated it.
Weird.
I fucking
I
hate
thought
that.
that it did come with it.
I want them to
those-
have the bomb ones like they did in Double Dash.
That's what I want to know.
Bro, I
Double
just
Dash.
like regular ones, like the
Uh,
regular races.
Bruh, nah.
Bro, I
'cause you
played
never played
was
Double
it 200C,
Dash.
250C? See, whoo,
Yeah, it's hard.
bro, that's like
Bro, anything 150C and higher on the Wii U game is fucking intense.
dude, it is like you will lose.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get even in the top 3.
Because I remember I was playing at my friend's house and we were all like, it's like we're like in 4th, 5th, 2nd, and then dumbass Yoshi's in first. I'm like, bro, he's like a fucking
Yoshi every
computer.
time, bro. That's why I gotta pick Yoshi. And then Peach is like, nah, I'll fuck up your day.
Peach,
Peach,
or
man.
Toad. You see Toad like
Bro, for
Fucking
some odd
drifting
reason, every
corners
time I
and you're
play,
like,
every
damn.
time I play, Toad's in the back.
Toad's the best though.
Oh, fuck Toad.
Oh no, dude, Yoshi. Fuck all those other
No, Toad's
bitches.
the best.
Nah, dude.
It's about Luigi.
He says it himself. He's like, I'm the best.
yeah, Captain Toad
then-
Treasure Tracker.
And then everybody kicks the shit out of him and puts him in the corner. It's like, yo, dude, fuck you,
Not when I'm
Toad.
driving.
Fuck you, Toad. And he
First place
said-
every time, motherfucker.
yeah.
Greg
Shut
don't play
up.
no shit.
You slip on all my bananas.
Mario's like, kick him in the balls. He's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go kiss Peach, bitch.
Oh, but bro, you already
Whoa.
know Toad has like done some dirty stuff to Peach, like stuff that you don't even want to talk about.
You don't even know which Toad.
I want to
Yeah,
see the secret
that's what
ending
I'm
to.
saying.
I want to see the secret ending to Captain Toad. You know,
Treasure Tracker.
aye, Captain. Fucking Greg.
Anything else that you guys want to talk about Switch?
Bro, I want to talk about those amazing features to where you can't matchmake unless you have a smartphone, and you can't.
oh, I thought it's just voice
bring
chatting
that
with a
back.
smartphone.
and you can't have a voice chat without. You can only voice chat on a app on your phone.
Word. This reminds me of back in the day, me and Gabe party chatting with just our phones on PS3.
Those are good old days.
He made it work.
That's funny. Do you remember that the original Xbox actually had voice chat?
Yeah, fuck off.
You know that system. No, I'm not talking about. I'm not shitting on the PlayStation. I'm saying in 2017, this fucking thing does not have voice chat on it.
Not yet.
Hey,
But it's
bro.
But hey,
it's got
but
HD
hey,
Rumble.
Hey, if you guys want to play online, you have to pay for the service, and you get a free game. You get a free NES or Super Nintendo game,
Only for a
but
month,
only
though.
for a month, and then after that month, you have to buy it. But hey, dude, we're giving you a really good paid service. Like I said, you gotta download the app to use some of the features.
Damn, I was like, honestly, I wasn't really sold on the Switch, but I'm gonna be real. While you were saying all that stuff, I already put my pre-order down. Like I'm getting.
He's like sitting there on his phone. He's like $300. Click, click, click.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally might have put 2 on my
Are
card.
you gonna switch
Oh, bro, I'm
to
switching.
Nintendo?
I'm switching to Nintendo day fucking one.
Still on all those other consoles.
Oh, every dude. I'm a sell like. Dude, I'm gonna do what Gabe's doing. I'm gonna sell my body. Just go out
Yeah.
there on the streets.
So what games are coming out at launch? So we have Zelda,
Breath of the
Skyrim.
Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
No, not Skyrim.
1-2 Switch.
1-2 Switch.
Mario.
We have
Arms.
No, Mario's
Skylanders
Holiday.
Imaginators.
Holiday?
Hey.
Just Dance 2017.
These are day one?
Yes.
So there's only 4 games.
No, there's one more.
Arms.
Super Bomberman R.
R.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but Super Bomberman looks cool. It looks like it's more Bomberman.
And basically, I think there's a
Bomberman.
couple indies that
I
are
like it.
just recently announced that they're coming out. Like World of Goo will be available.
Oh
basically
shit!
at launch,
Inside is
and-
coming there.
No, not
Damn.
Inside.
Oh.
It can't run on.
It can't
Switch.
run, yeah. Those graphics are too
Played
intense.
as like we are too busy working on.
We are
our
too
next
busy
game.
making money from other companies.
Oh, shout out
That's our
Play
Swedish
Dead.
accents. It's
Already.
really bad, but
Working on their next game.
Yo, and that image looked really
Or
cool
Norwegian.
too.
I haven't seen the image. I just heard
It's
the.
super vague and
uh,
it's like an
colorless.
astronaut or something with a parachute behind him.
Yeah.
And there's like a comet or like something.
Kind of bums
asteroid
me out.
coming.
I wish they'd do something a little bit different than just a side scroller. I'd love to see them do something new with the same type of storytelling that they have in those games. You know what I mean?
Right.
So hopefully it's something different. Crossing my fingers.
Maybe.
Bro,
Like,
whoa,
dude,
whoa,
I
whoa,
loved
chill,
Inside.
chill, chill.
I loved Inside. No,
Don't
but-
let them do something different. Look what happened from Joe Danger to No Man's Skies. Let them
Okay.
chill.
Ooh.
Stick with their indie stuff.
Speaking of, I tried going
That was
back
just
and play that
ambition,
game.
though.
It's not the same.
Like, getting
Dude,
away
but
from
okay,
it.
so there's another game though that's coming out on the Switch. You
Rhyme?
No,
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Heroes.
Oh, Has Been Heroes looks dope.
Can you explain how it is?
It's like a strategy roguelike game, like a strategy RPG roguelike.
Yeah, so it's like
You control like
it's a turn-based RPG
Right.
with lanes.
yeah.
So
What do
you
you
have
mean
you have
lanes?
3 people in
So
different
think
lanes.
of it like Plants vs Zombies, like OG Plants
Okay.
vs Zombies.
Yeah.
Except you have RPG characters that you switch and control, and you pick their moves.
That seems
like their
badass.
and
Yeah,
basically
Okay, that's kinda
basically like your
Kind of
people.
like Fire Emblem. Where you can kind of go back and forth between your lanes.
I've never really played.
No, I
Fire
don't think you
Emblem, so I
can
don't
do
know.
that. So you basically have 3 lanes and you're on the left side,
Okay.
and then you have enemies coming from the right side of the screen, and they're slowly coming to the left side.
Okay.
So you have
i.e.
to
the
strategically
Plants vs.
you have to
Zombies route.
strategically choose how you kill these dudes
Oh, okay. Okay.
through
Okay.
your powers and stuff like that.
Right.
That sounds interesting.
So you might have like a mage on 2 lanes.
That sounds more like a mobile game though to me.
You gotta see it.
Okay.
When you see it, it's
It's pretty cool.
really cool looking. I watched about 10 minutes of gameplay and I was like, I am sold on this actually. This looks really cool. Reminds me of it gives me Child of Light vibes to where it's like I feel like it's gonna be one of those good like 15-hour RPGs that are
That's a
Talking
great-
about
changing
Child
the
of
formula a
Light.
little bit.
Bruh, you guys forgot like the heavy hitter that's coming to Switch. Rayman Legends. How you guys gonna forget about
One
that?
or 2.
One, bro.
Oh fuck out of
Or
here.
No, you're thinking of Origins and Legends. Legends
Oh,
is the
shit,
second
yeah,
one
Origins. Okay,
on the
Okay,
Ubi
so
Art
it is
engine.
Legends. Dude, that's a great game.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Great
saying,
game, but
bro.
it's also like 4 years old.
Yeah, it's
That old? It's for like 2 years old?
2013.
Oh.
I think that was
Oh.
I think that was either a launch game or like near launch game. It was either end
No.
of 2013 or beginning of 2014.
Hey, I'm just saying,
That's a great
they owe Nintendo this. They told me that if I got a Wii U, Rayman Legends was gonna stay exclusive. What happened? It didn't stay exclusive. So that shit better come
But
back
hey
to
guys,
Nintendo
no, no, no.
console.
Talking about the big hitters, EA is making games. Not any games. They're
Bro,
bringing
chill.
FIFA
17. Bro, that's it. That's all I need for my Switch.
and 2K18. Like NBA
Not
2K.
NBA Live,
It's-
though.
that's what I'm saying. That's all I need. That's all I need for my Switch. Like, I don't even need to play
I
anything
love
else.
NBA Live.
I need NBA
15.
Live, man. I need that game.
It's my favorite.
That is kind of cool though, because it's a mobile device that can play those full games.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But I mean, like, I bet you those games are definitely on the 3-hour battery life or 2.5-hour battery life end.
That's true.
Honestly, the more you talk about the Switch, I'm not buying it anymore.
Yeah,
Bro,
safe
I
to
want-
say, like
no, dude.
nobody's
He
excited.
Nah,
says
dude.
this until we see him
Bro,
selling
but,
himself
like-
on Craigslist
No,
when they
dude,
announce Pokemon
No, here's the
Stars.
thing, because you say you have to pay for the service, right, to play online.
But,
that
dude,
kills
just
the
don't do
Pokemon
it.
community right there. So I'm not, because you can't play Pokemon online without having the service.
Bro.
So there's
Don't
no
you pay
point.
for Pokemon? Don't you pay for the Pokebank?
No, I don't have a fucking Pokebank.
Oh,
I'm not
Yeah.
a fucking peasant.
Oh,
bro, but I
do
thought
this-
you
I
were
do this
hardcore
OG,
though.
I do this OG. I got somebody else to do it for
he
me.
puts that shit in the PC, dog.
Damn.
No,
Bill's PC.
I thought about getting the Pokebank, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna restart and make my own Pokemon again.
Bro, let's be honest though.
Shit,
What?
You're gonna pay for that service when that Pokestar comes out.
Dude, no, I honestly,
bro.
I'm
He
thinking,
will. This man will
Bro,
sell
nah, dude.
his
I know you.
soul to Miyamoto.
I know you. Because you know what?
What?
The second they announce that shit, I'm with you, man. I'm gonna be so fucking stoked to have fucking Pokemon and be able to click, dock, and play fucking Pokemon in HD on my TV.
Well, I'm just hoping whenever they show me a trailer.
Dude, honestly, if it's just an HD
for Pokemon
rendering version
Stars
of Sun and Moon, it's not gonna be that impressive.
Bro, I don't care.
It's not gonna look that.
I will have
Put it
Pokemon
on your 3DS. Honestly, it's a better
on my TV.
experience.
I
Better
don't give a fuck.
experience.
No, dude, I don't want. Just get
Bro, if
bored.
you want Pokemon on your TV,
Bro,
I can get you a GameCube for $60 that comes with the Game Boy Advance adapter. And guess what? You play an Emerald on your fucking TV,
Yo, guess
bro.
what? Guess what?
What's up?
Raspberry Pi. I already have it. I was like, I already played Pokemon on my TV. It's dope.
Oh,
I love it,
You're
dude.
good then.
Oh, speaking of Pokemon, how's Devin doing? Leaf Green or Fire Red?
Bro, I don't even know if she's played it in a while since school started.
Yeah,
It happens.
It's unacceptable.
Weak.
Yeah, it's unacceptable, dude.
Bro, she's just not gonna know what the fuck's going on.
She's not a
when
real
she
Poke
picks it
fan.
back up and she's not gonna finish it.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping
But dude, she
that...
put like 15 hours into it. I'm proud of her, man. Dude,
Yeah.
she's literally never played an RPG. She doesn't play video games.
Pokemon's the best RPG to start off with.
But no, I mean, dude, she'll know what's going on if she's playing Leaf Green.
No, you won't, dude.
Yeah, you will,
get
because every
so
time you
lost in
start
that
the game, it goes, hey, you did this, and this last time. You're like, shit.
But doesn't it
thanks.
mean you know what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on
what you have
for the
to
next
do.
step?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, she'll know.
Because there's times where you
It's
get
Leaf
lost,
Green.
like,
Leaf
fuck-
Green, like, held your hand
No,
throughout
it
the whole
fucking
thing.
No, it
didn't.
doesn't. Leaf
Yeah.
Green does not
Dude,
hold
Leaf
your
Green's
hand.
Bro,
one of the
Leaf-
worst ones to start off with.
Leaf Green was,
Dude, I
was
only
like
got
my
it for
favorite.
because it was like
It just like
13
skips
bucks.
around with you.
Bro,
No.
dude, I tried to get fucking Emerald, $30.
Emerald is $30. I have it. You want it? I'll give it to you.
Dude, in all honesty, because I bet you $20 she'll play that one more.
I'll give it to you. I have it. Yeah.
Also,
I'll talk
just so
to
you
her.
know,
I don't-
I'm selling
I don't feel-
a black 3DS.
You would
you
wanna-
Excel
Switch
with
No,
two
dude, I don't have a
games,
Game Boy. I don't
including,
use. I just
Oh.
have the game.
the
Oh, okay.
I'll give it to you. Let me find it. I'll give
Alpha
it to you.
Sapphire.
Cool.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh, shit.
Funny, 'cause
And
he's-
you also
he's
got
the one that
Mario
gave it to me.
Golf World
Yeah,
Tour.
fuck that.
$200.
Emerald's my favorite, though.
Emerald
PM
is
me
my
if
favorite
you're
too, I
interested
agree.
at all.
And don't forget Kingdom Hearts 3D
2.8.
Dream Drop Distance. Shit, bro, you got some heavy hitters over here.
Oh, you finished finish dying. I'll talk to you in a minute.
But really, I mean, I'm selling this 3DS so I can get a Scorpio, right?
Oh, Scorpio.
Right.
We switching topics now.
All right,
Let's
yeah.
So
go.
yeah, none of us are interested in the Switch because none of us really
Bro.
care about Zelda that much.
I thought y'all were
Bro,
big Zelda
so-
fans. What happened?
No, dude, I'm big on.
Y'all were like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy day one because of Zelda." Now y'all flip flopping.
But I think we're all kind of thinking.
I'm not
like,
buying it day one,
by holiday.
but I think I'm gonna have.
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna have the Switch by holiday.
Yeah.
Solely because Devin wants the Switch so fucking bad.
Right.
Yeah, we watched some of the presentation, and she was like, "No fucking way!" Like when they're like undocking it and like taking the controllers off the side,
the hardware's
playing with
dope.
it, and she's sitting there just like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "It's the Switch." Like, you saw it in the trailer a few months ago, but I guess she just wasn't in the right mindset, and now
It's real
she's
now.
yeah. Nah, dude, she's stoked. She thought the 1-2 Switch game looked really cool.
Damn, if Devin's hype, this is about to be another Wii then. Because
This
I
man
mean,
right here.
bro, that's what happened with Wii. Everybody saw the commercials. Can we play? And everybody's like, "Oh shit, bro! You got like 4 people playing Mario Soccer over here." They picked up all these launch games,
Who are these Japanese
and then we
men?
got WiiWare, and people just stopped fucking with the Wii. Nobody played the games anymore.
Dude, shit in the Wii as much as you want. It has some amazing games on it, though.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
It has a really,
Yeah, like some
I
real
sat there
fire
and, dude, I sat
hitters.
there and shat on the Wii forever, and then I looked at like the top 25 list, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! This
Yeah,
is
but-
like seriously one of the best top 25 lists."
Still haven't played Okami.
But bro, you're
Me
forgetting
too,
about
man.
the greatest
Red Steel.
Wii game of all time, Boom Blocks. Like, bro, we got Boom Blocks
I
on
never
there.
played that shit.
Yeah, I know you didn't, because there's a whole bunch of fucking WiiWare games on Wii.
Bro, the best is like when you worked at GameStop and like you see the parents and they're like, "Yeah, I'll get this for my kid. I'll get," and they buy like 10 games and it costs like $9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
because
know
there's a shit ton of games
literally
there.
every single one's gonna suck, but you don't tell them that.
Samba
You don't tell them
de
that.
Amigo. Fucking $1 at GameStop.
No, but
the
dude,
best
dude,
rhythm game
No,
you'll ever play.
you know why? You know why you let them buy it? Because you don't want to fucking. You're like, dude, those are 10 games I don't have to scan next time we have to do a whole category count for Wii.
Oh,
Please
so
no, bro.
buy it, bitch.
Please buy
No,
them.
please buy all of them. I'll give you this whole bin for $20.
I'm not even
can't
like
legally
that
do
because,
that.
dude, as soon as you tell one of them casuals,
Yeah.
like, bro, these games suck. Oh, for real? What games would you recommend? And you're like recommending these games, and you're going in depth. You're giving them like a dissertation about why this game's so good.
This
Oh,
one,
He's talking about Witcher, obviously.
yeah.
What else
For
would
the
Witcher
Wii.
be talking about?
Yeah, bro. And I'm selling them on this game, and then they look at the price. Oh, but this is $20. That Wii game over there is only like 99 cents.
Bro, why
because
do you think it's 99 cents?
garbage.
Why do you think? Also, blasphemy! You're saying that a fucking a good Wii game is fucking $19.99 because you know all them bitches are at least $34.99.
Whoa, bro. You forgetting about Super Mario All Stars? That
Oh,
shit
okay,
stayed at
okay.
$50. You
It
forget,
stayed,
bro.
It
you
stayed
were-
at $50 until they did
Brawl?
the Nintendo Select. You are right.
Brawl
Brawl
also
was always
stayed-
50.
and-
But
bro,
the
you forgetting.
only reason
I've
why
seen-
some
bro,
of those
I've been
those
chilling outside GameStop, right? You know, on my smoke breaks, and some dude comes up next to me, just fiending. Bro, you guys got that? You got that Metroid Prime 3-pack with all the games on it for the Wii? You got that shit? And I'm like,
you were
bro,
like, yeah,
that shit is like,
$59.99,
yeah,
bro.
it's like, bro, that shit
You
costs.
got $100.
Yeah, or if what is the game?
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, that costs $74, more
Dude,
than a full.
It cost more than that at one point.
What?
One time I had to do
yeah,
a
yeah.
price
At
change.
one point, it cost like 80.
$84.99.
Because I saw like, I love doing that at GameStop when you see like the layers of stickers on stuff and you're peeling it back.
And it's like cheaper, and
And-
then you're like, dude, they
Probably
just
so.
like skyrocketed this game.
Yeah.
Yep. Now what happened was Xenoblade Chronicles was physically only available at GameStop in America. And you know what
Or
they
if-
did? No, but you know how GameStop does that thing to where like if they have a bunch of shipment of new games, they tell you they do a SKU change to where they just make you cut it open and then put a pre-owned sticker on it instead and sell it for pre-owned.
Hey.
That's what they did with those. So what they did is they had a bunch of new ones still on the shelf, and they took them off for like a month or two or something like that, from what I know, and
Hey.
then cut them off, put them on pre-owned price,
Hey.
and actually bumped the price up even more expensive because they were the only ones that had it.
Hey, bro. But yo, what about that Pikmin 3 though? That shit was rare.
That was Wii U.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
fuck that
about.
game. I've heard it's literally the worst Pikmin.
Now I heard they're all like pretty much in the same category, like level.
I guess it's different. I guess there's a lot of hate on that game when it first came out.
Bro, the only hate I've ever heard about Pikmin 3 were the people who couldn't get the game because it was so rare to get.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I've ever heard because I've seen.
I just remember
Dude,
launch.
it has
People
a
were
high.
disappointed
Doesn't
with
it
it
have
at
a
our
high
GameStop.
Metacritic thing? I mean, a high Metacritic score. I'm pretty sure Pikmin 3 is like one of the best games you can get on the Wii U. It's just
Well,
that
So-
shit.
all
So if
12
you're-
games.
If your boy Olimar came to the Switch, would you guys get a Switch?
Oh hell yeah, Pikmin 4, bro. We
Gabe
going
says no.
in.
Nah, still,
No,
that's
still
still
no.
enough for me, dog.
Damn, bro. Just get fucking Titanfall.
What if
already.
Cyberpunk?
I'm saving up for Timefall.
Oh, dude, about time. Hopefully that next free DLC comes out by the time you get it.
I mean, I keep hearing the community, man. It's
Here we
just
go.
not there.
Here we go.
Greg, don't
Pikmin
say
1.
that, dude. Don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Pikmin 1, 89 Metacritic score. Pikmin 2, 90. Pikmin 3,
Say-
87. Suck my dick,
That's
son.
still pretty high, though.
I'm just kidding. It's only a 3. It's only a 3-point margin between the 3. Yeah.
I was waiting to hear 76. I was gonna be like, damn. Why was that
I was,
game even
I was,
rare?
I was setting it up like. No, but dude, let's talk about Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Please, I know nothing about it.
So
Sell me, boys.
Leak
Tell me.
specs. Leak specs came out.
not like complete leak specs, but like we're definitely. It's just each piece of news now. We're finally learning more and more about what this thing's gonna be doing.
Question though, I want to ask this before we even talk about Scorpio.
Yes.
Since you guys both, Greg and Nathan, you guys know the specs. Do you guys think Microsoft is doing what Nintendo's doing with the Switch, where they're just gonna abandon the Wii U? Do you think after like a year or two, Xbox One won't even be a thing anymore?
Nope.
Like the Scorpio
Nope.
will be their main thing.
No, this is high
Nope.
end. We're talking very high end right here.
Oh, okay. Now
It's gonna be like.
This is a mid-level PC that you can plug into your TV and play.
This
with
is
the
not
console.
a mid-level PC. This is a high-end
High-end
PC.
Damn.
But bro, you
for-
told me 12
for-
gigs of RAM. I thought high ends have 8. I mean, not 8, 16.
12 gigs of DDR5 on the motherboard. That's not RAM.
I thought it was like
That's memory.
it's like
That's memory for the motherboard.
it's 32 RAM, right?
What?
Ooh, I
Oh, if
don't
it's
know.
32, then
No,
it
really?
definitely is on the high end.
32
Holy
gigs of RAM,
That's what I thought.
bro. I have 8 gigs of RAM on my PC. You don't need 32.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
I
like
could be wrong. I'm
16. Like 16 is,
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
32.
That's
32 is
32
filling out
overkill,
all your RAM slots.
bro. Yeah,
pretty-
I was like,
pretty
I don't
fast.
know one game.
It's not okay. It's not random.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry.
like,
it's
I
not
can't think-
memory. It's something.
No,
else.
but basically,
Greg was talking
Um,
about the actual like hard drive space. 32.
Yeah, you-
Shit.
that's what you get on the Switch.
Yeah.
You get 32 gigs of storage space.
anyway, so Project Scorpio, and of course, and if anybody doesn't know what Scorpio is, it's Xbox's.
Have you ever seen the Scorpion King?
Yeah.
Just imagine that in like console
The
form.
Rock.
So The Rock.
Yeah. So Sony has the PS4, and then they have the PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro
Hey.
is
Like
The-
just imagine like a
Upscale
PS4
4K.
you have, and then like you decide to throw like a piece of ham in the middle of it.
That's
So it has 3
Yeah.
layers instead of 2.
yeah. So basically the PS4 Pro is basically same CPU as the PS4 but overclocked. I think the GPU is twice as fast,
Your
twice as efficient, and it can upscale to 4K.
Correct.
It is not native. It has it can have games that run at 4K, but they're definitely like super minimalistic kind of thing. So
but that
they
HDR though.
and then HDR, but the PS4 has
support.
HDR
Yeah,
too.
regular PS4
Then you have the Xbox One S, which is basically the new model of the regular Xbox, which has a 4K Blu-ray player
player built into it.
built in, unlike the Sony's PS4 Pro, even though Blu-ray is Sony. But like, bro,
It's a big deal. You can watch 4K movies on your
Yeah.
Xbox
Straight up,
One
yeah.
S, and you can't on a PS4 Pro. Sorry.
because 4K media, what did they say? Online media is the future. Bro,
Yeah,
you
I
could
agree.
you couldn't spend 10 more bucks.
Good luck streaming 4K on your
Hey, bro.
crappy Comcast.
They just trying to-
internet that you
Yeah.
got.
They're
With the
still
caps-
just trying to
with-
justify
make
what
it
was
happen.
it?
I'll make it happen.
That 300 or
Bro,
500 million Gaikai purchase, bro. They'll do anything to back that shit up.
Yeah.
I forgot about
So
that.
yeah, but the Xbox One S
PlayStation Now.
4K, it's basically the same innards as the regular Xbox One, the Xbox One S, except it has a 4K Blu-ray player, and then it can upscale games into 4K and has HDR support as well.
Correct.
Now we have the Project Scorpio. So basically, like I said, the Xbox One S is basically like the Slim of the 360, the Xbox 360 Slim back in the day. You know, a couple years after the other one, they made it slimmer, more efficient,
It's
quieter.
the best version of the Xbox.
Yeah,
You can get
here's the
right.
best version of the
It
Xbox.
looks better. It's smaller. It runs better.
Scorpio
it
has like
does
a
look a
little
lot better.
dock on top that like you click it, like you press it into it, and then like out pops like 2 connects. Always
Yeah.
keep tracking.
Yeah, 2 connects.
How'd you know?
No, so basically the Scorpio is like the PS4 Pro is just weird because it's like, who is this for? I don't know.
Real gamers.
So yeah,
The
so what
real
the
People
is
who
the
haven't got
PS
PS4 yet and don't wanna.
PS4 is 300 right now, usually 250 on sale,
Yeah.
but it's 300 and usually if you're picking one up right now, you're usually gonna find an Uncharted 4 bundle.
Hey,
and
buy more
then-
Uncharted.
Yeah, and then Xbox One S is 300.
See that
And
shit
then
bundled with
I think
Gears.
that's 500. Yeah, both are 500 gigs, and then I think they have a terabyte version for another $50.
Yep.
And then the special editions are at least I think $100, but they're those are 2 terabytes. Those are like 400. Then the PS4 Pro has a terabyte hard drive in it, and it's $400. So
Hey.
for $100 more, you're really not getting much. You're getting
Hey.
upscale basically, and the games are running a little bit faster.
Hey.
So like, it feels just like half-assed. The PS4 Pro is just half-assed.
Hey, like I said, they just threw a piece of ham inside the PS4.
Yeah,
That's it.
basically. Yeah. So the Xbox One is basically trying to be the, hey, you don't want to spend $1,000 on a PC, but you
Give
don't
us
want to
600,
spend
100,
$250 on a console or $300 and it not perform that well. So they're trying to find that like middle ground. And I was talking to Luther about it today, and I pretty much figured out who they're like. I really do think I know who they're trying to market with the Scorpio.
The same
trying
people
to
who
pe-
they market to for the Steam machines,
Yeah.
baby.
So I was sitting there and I was like, who do you guys think they're trying to capture with the Scorpio?
PC gamers.
They're trying.
Nah.
Yes,
people
no, he's
that,
right.
like want to play PC games but don't want to like
Invest in
invest
PC.
in PCs
Yep.
and building it and go through all that.
All that
hassle.
hassle, all the drivers you gotta
Oh, man, those
download.
fucking drivers though, dude.
You know, because it is so much.
It's a hassle.
Because
Look at this. I got this right
It-
here.
it is a
NVIDIA
hassle.
GeForce Game Ready driver is available. Man, I gotta
I
install
gotta
that
click
shit.
it. I gotta
it's so hard.
I gotta download it. But you know what's great? I can still use my machine when it's happening.
Oh.
And if I don't, and if I don't want to, I can still use it and connect to the internet
I don't know,
and
dude.
play
I don't
games online.
That-
Unlike your PS4.
That's, whoa,
That's
chill.
unlike your
Whoa,
Xbox
you lost,
One.
you lost me.
Right
That's too
now.
much. Too much. Whoa. I want my console to
Bro,
do one thing and one thing only.
I love my kind of funny, but when they talk about PCs, it infuriates me because I'm like, bro, I've literally never had an issue, and I'm not smart when it comes to PCs like everybody else on the internet. Like I'm pretty dumb when it comes to like PC standards. It's easier than my PS4.
Whoa.
I find it hard to believe.
Yes.
The PS4 is just plug and play. Like
Yeah.
a Switch.
And by plug and play, I mean like I sit there, I got my nachos ready. I click it, and then I see that weird screen. You did not turn off your PS4 properly. And I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm about to be looking at this for 10 minutes.
I think,
It starts up. I click it. Oh, you're trying to play Overwatch?
You have to update.
Overwatch got a 2 gig update. Oh, fuck, bro.
And
I
you're
gotta
like,
wait like
cool,
30 minutes
whatever. My Wi-Fi is really fast, and then you realize the Wi-Fi card that they put in the PS4 fucking blows. So you're like, well, instead of downloading this at like whatever fucking PSN's cap is at like 7-8 megabits, I'm downloading this at 2 megabits a second.
now.
Yay! So that 2 gig update, hour and a half.
Shout out.
Not as bad as Xbox.
Oh god.
You know,
Is it
I
just
don't.
me or is their interface kind of slower?
It's gotten slower.
Dude, what the
Everything's slow.
fuck? Every time I hit the fucking Xbox button, it does nothing.
Bro, when I go to
It pisses me
hit this, I hit the search button in the store. I hit a loading screen to get to the fucking pad to type it in.
Damn.
A
See, I thought it was
loading
bad. Clicking the
screen.
PlayStation Store and waiting for everything to load up. I'm like, fuck, bro.
No, dude, you don't realize how bad the Xbox.
No,
interface
I'll give
is.
no. I'll give them that.
No,
I
the
can- I-
PS,
I can-
the PS3 days of the PlayStation Store. Oh my god.
Dude,
Dude,
remember
bro,
the PS was a
bro.
browser?
Oh
Bro,
my
bro,
God.
you don't
The
know.
browser was the quickest it ever was.
Let me
Fuck.
tell you. Since Devin has a PS3, I was like, dude, I forgot how many
Oh,
games
bro.
I have on PlayStation Plus.
Because you're
So I
looking
went
at
to
the store, like the prototype store for the 4.
Ooh.
Bro, that store.
I remember that too. That was the worst.
Bro,
or before the
fuck.
prototype store, when you had to just go to the internet browser,
Yeah.
and go to the store.
That shit was bootleg as fuck.
Yeah, no, but dude, you don't know how bad that shit is until you go back to it, man. Until you go.
Oh, I've gone back
to
I went back to PS3 recently at somebody's
Yeah,
house.
mine was like last week because I went and downloaded like 3-4 games or something like
You
that.
get Infamous 1?
I didn't
game
download
sucks,
it,
don't
but I
play
mean,
it.
No,
like, yeah.
don't say that.
Damn.
that game's-
I'm gonna be
Total
honest,
shit.
man. I played that like
Game's
right
awesome.
before
No,
Infamous
sucks
Second Son.
balls.
I really didn't think it was that great.
It's
You play the
not.
second one? Infamous 2?
No, that's
Oh,
the only one.
It's a
And
better one.
Infamous is like the
no,
most
I will give you
overrated
that. I
superhero
watched
game.
2 hours of it with my friend,
Shit,
and it looked better than
Greg,
one
Why
and
are you
in
saying
Second
that?
Son.
Say it ain't
Sunset Overdrive
so.
is
and the
It's all
story
over
was
that
20
fucking
times
game.
better.
And Infamous
Damn,
Second
he's
Son?
saying that's why Marvel looked at Infamous and
I'll
was
just
like,
borrow it.
Yeah,
alright,
please
it's
do,
okay.
please.
Then
I
they
have
did
PS3.
Sunset
The second
Overdrive and
one's
was
really
like,
good.
oh
I'll give you that.
shit, bro. Here, Insomniac,
It's just
take
like-
it. Take the
Yeah,
Spider-Man
please
deal.
make Spider-Man.
I feel you.
Anyway,
I
so
heard that,
yes,
Greg,
no,
though.
no,
Fuck
you
that
guys
shit about
know.
Infamous.
It's true.
I'll come back to you. in a
Greg was
minute.
Greg was right. They're
Always right, motherfucker.
A new segment, Greg. is
hashtag
right.
hashtag Greg was right. No. So basically, I think that's who they're trying to get the people who don't want to spend $1,000 on a PC,
Right.
high-end PC. They're like, you know what? I can spend $300, get a new console, but damn, dude, graphics don't look that great, and maybe or the people that have one and they're like, this isn't good enough. for
Dude,
me.
I honestly can't wait to see, like, not even when Scorpio drops, but like not this E3, but next E3. I want to see sales figures because, like, I worked at GameStop when the Steam Machine came out, and I knew from the get go, Steam Machine wasn't for people who were on PC and wanted to go back to console. It was, like you're saying, the people who were like teeter-tottering and going, oh, dude, I can't do these load screens or whatever, and I've been considering a PC, and let me get a Steam Machine, dude. I worked at in the last couple months. I worked at GameStop, which was when we had the Steam Machine. I was working there a lot, like a decent amount of time. So I was there pretty much every time we sold a Steam Machine. we've probably sold like 4 of those.
All right, so there's 2 things.
I think the
there's
price
2 things.
barrier into entry was
Or
too
3.
much.
Barrier to entry, way too much money on Steam machines.
Yeah.
Bro, no.
Because
the one,
anytime you buy
listen.
an all-in-one PC that's like already made, like what Alienware does,
yeah,
way too much
Yes,
money.
I still think the people that are buying those
yeah.
are a little bit more knowledgeable and know that those are only Linux based.
Oh no, but yeah,
and Linux based,
makes
there's
sense.
only like 400 games on the
True.
Steam library that are Linux based.
but I'm just saying though, it's like I
And
honestly
3
think Scorpio is aimed at us, but the problem with it being aimed at us is me. You already know. Probably won't have a PC for at least a couple more years.
Yeah.
And
So I think it's catering to you. Then.
no, yeah.
when we're talking about the console people, it's catering to you.
No,
you
it
don't
is
have an
catering
Xbox,
to me.
you
But
only
at the
have a
same time,
PS4.
though, for like 600, like if I am gonna spend 600 on a machine, I don't see the point on not just spending like 800 or 900 and actually just building my own PC. Because my problem is never been like the building part of the PC or the interface on the PC. It's just it's a lot of fucking money.
It's really not if you
I'll
just.
tell you why I want a Scorpio.
It's just
after
saving
you're
up.
done.
That's all it is.
But
What were you saying?
I said I'll tell you why I want a Scorpio
Yeah.
after you're done because I have a PC.
Yeah.
So I'm a
But
little
anyway,
different.
it's
so.
those 2. It's the
I'm just saying it's gonna be
barrier
a
entry
hard
price was
sell.
expensive.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be.
But I mean
listen.
though, like to like the because for it to be a success, you have to have at least a couple of the casual people. Like for instance, people who may not know stuff about games, but they like to get the best of the best, right?
Yeah.
But you see because I know GameStop has charts now sometimes of it'll be like Xbox Slim, and then it'll have Scorpio, and it'll have like the little check marks on what these things do. And if you look at the Slim and you're like, okay, it's doing 4K Blu-ray. Then you look at Scorpio, okay, it's doing 4K Blu-ray. Then you look at which like what they can do HDR, and you're looking at all those checks. And then Scorpio has checks for like, oh, this thing can do stream 4K. I mean, like it can natively display 4K games and all this stuff. But you're like, shit, dude, I don't even have a 4K TV.
But you want to know one thing that it can do?
What?
It'll probably be Oculus ready.
Is Xbox still supporting Oculus?
They haven't determined what hardware they're going to go with, but the huge feature of the Scorpio is to make it a VR capable console.
And
Oh,
we're
okay.
talking real VR.
What about
not,
HoloLens?
It's
not
either going to be
PSVR.
Oculus or Rift or whatever else comes along.
So the people who
they
are
haven't
spending
decided yet.
$600,
Yeah. I'm
Dude, but
I'm
think about
excited
that.
just to see
Bro,
like what
so-
happens with this console.
So yeah, so do I spend $700, $800 to get this version of a VR, which is PlayStation VR,
right.
or man, dude, I
You-
really
You
like
basically have Resident
like
Evil.
hey,
and
dude,
that's
I
it.
tried play. You're gonna have people that go or like I know about PlayStation VR's issues, that it doesn't look that great, yada yada yada. That's kind of a deal breaker for me. But wait, you're telling me I only have to spend $600 on a machine and it's VR ready, and then I can spend only another $600? I mean, it's still expensive. It's still
$1,200.
expensive. No, but $1,200, and if you want to make a VR ready machine right now,
Yeah.
it's going to be over $600. It is like
No, like I understand that. It's just that the way I see it now, I think Scorpio is a hard sell. But like I said, I am interested to see like what happens, because whatever happens with Scorpio, and I know that you talk like trash about it, but PS4 Pro, that's like the difference between us getting like the console becoming what Apple does with the iPhone,
yeah.
where
But
we get
also-
like iterations all the time.
Yes, but also what I was gonna say, the third thing with the Steam machine that was an issue is advertising and product placement in the store.
Oh yeah. I remember that at GameStop.
Yeah, it
Unless
was just
you-
like I remember like hearing that GameStop was gonna have a PC section, and then like it happened, and I was like, huh, what?
Not even
You mean a
that,
place I
the-
can just put Steam cards?
And then
Yeah.
2 months later is all collectibles.
Yeah, basically they
Yer.
basically just kind of like
And toys.
cornered it. Nah, dude, but like like Microsoft's just gonna make a whole campaign at GameStop where you're just gonna see Scorpio.
But I'm just saying though,
They're gonna make a bigger deal out of this than PS4 Pro, and we do know that PS4 Pro did sell actually pretty well.
No,
We
yeah,
don't
but
know-
PS4 Pro was $400, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, the normal PS4 Slim, $200. I mean $300. The $100 price difference. But if you're looking at the Xbox One S, which is what, 350 or and then you're looking at Scorpio, which like we talked about this earlier. Lowest is going is 500, but 500 is pushing it. That thing is going to be $600. And if you're seeing a price range that big of a gap, it's not just like, hey, dude, no, I'll shell over the other 150 for the Scorpio.
Bro, you'd be surprised once you get out of Canton. I'm just going to be honest, dude. I had a dude that literally bought a PS4 Pro, or not a PS4 Pro, a regular, like a PS4 Slim and a VR solely because I was like, yeah, dude, it came out today. The dude's like, what? It did? Oh, dude, let me check my bank account real quick. He did, and he's like, cool, I'll go get it. Like, dude, a casual with money will buy this. I'm telling you.
Hey, no, I mean, I'm just waiting. I just want to wait and see what happens. I just honestly at this time
they have to market.
I think it'll
well.
be a hard sell.
I mean, like,
but
it's a yes and no. It's a yes and no,
dude. Honestly, though, and I'm not trying to say anything. Like for you, I understand. Like it's not that hard of a sell. But I'm just looking at all the people I've met through GameStop, all the people I hear from Q, like when he's working at Best Buy in Cumberland, and this man, he's trying to tell people like, hey, yo, this Amazon Fire Stick you have, and you're using it to like jailbreak it and steal movies. You could do that with the Apple TV, and it's a nicer interface, and it'll probably last longer than this a Fire Stick. But Fire Stick's like $40, right? Yeah, but the Apple TV is just $100, not that much more. Like, and you're getting a way better experience. But you guys got Fire Sticks, right? Yeah, but I'm telling you though that like this is a way better product. But I just want the Fire Stick.
Okay, then
I see what you're saying, but like I feel like this is still gonna come in cheaper than a PC if you build it.
Oh no, yeah,
that's gonna be VR capable.
Okay, I'm gonna make that
have a like 4K Blu-ray player built into it because let me tell you, my computer right here does not have a drive in it at all for CDs.
Yeah.
Oh, because those shits are expensive.
It doesn't have anything at all.
But it's
I
just
can't play
cumbersome.
DVDs. I can't put any discs in this. That's why
Same.
I want a Scorpio. So I can play 4K Blu-rays on it. And I can have
Future-proof.
true native 4K games and stream 4K in true 4K.
Greg trying to go to the future.
Okay,
I mean, it's inevitable. Like, like if you go and buy a TV right now, good luck trying to find a 1080p TV.
Yeah.
They're all 4K. And it's like shitty 4K too. It's not even like what you actually want.
But
like,
I think
if you want to like get one with HDR, which is what I want, but like it's a lot of people don't realize that like if it's a 4K TV for like $400-$300,
it's the shitty one.
It's basically like the half-ass 4K technology. It's not like true 4K. But
no, so you know the argument. I'm just gonna say, I don't think when you're talking about a product that's $40 to $100, I don't think you can just use that same argument for something that's $300 to $600.
Hey,
so,
let me take you on a little trip.
No. But let me finish.
To 2006.
But listen to what you just said.
I'm chilling there in the classroom, and I'm seeing these PS3s going for $600, $800. I'm like, bro, that shit is like $200 more than an Xbox 360. It has to be better. But bruh, 360 is cheaper. I'm just gonna go 360. But dog, are you kidding me? That's cell technology. Look at this. Look at this Killzone 2 prototype. Even though the game doesn't look like that, I'm like, fuck, bro. These guys are on the bridge, man. This shit looks real. And no one picked it up.
People picked it up, bro. It didn't sell as bad as you like. I honestly,
when it was for $600 and $800,
they couldn't keep them on. They couldn't even like. My dad tried to find them all the time.
Okay, then I mean, I was here in Georgia and I saw those 600. I saw those 600, 800 ones all the fucking time. The things I didn't see were 360s. 360s, I remember those shits were rare. When
I remember
Wii
was just insane.
Oh no, Wii was super rare.
No, I was like, I'm gonna make the same argument for you when you just said your argument is, wait, this is $600 when I can just make a PC for $800. That's basically like eliminating the argument that you just had about the Amazon Fire Stick, where it's $40 or $100.
Right.
Oh no, that's why I brought up the PS3 and the 360.
Cheaper.
But the thing is though, is people don't want a PC. A lot of people just don't want a PC just because it's PC, because there's a stigma behind it. But they will spend money
on a console because they want that plug and play.
Because they have that, they think that it's easier,
and they want that that's so good Bing search bar, bro. That thing takes you all around the world and back.
Yes. But hey, let's talk about the actual thing that we were actually going to talk about
The specs.
What,
the specs.
No, yeah, because once you list these specs, you'll see why it's
Yeah,
really
you'll
not
see
a
why
hard sell.
for
Because
$600.
the specs are official,
Bro,
huh?
if this thing's
mean,
they're leaked.
They're still leaked, or
Yeah,
if
they're
this
not
thing is
official,
$600,
then
it's
you're
a
getting good
literal
deal.
steal.
Yeah, it's a steal
This thing,
You guys are.
this thing,
because it's VR capable,
this
Has a
thing
4K Blu-ray
destroys my
player in
PC.
okay,
native
preach
4K
on.
gaming, which is
Okay.
not on any console currently.
So Digital Foundry got what they call, how was it, the white papers? So it's basically just like like a paper that they give the devs and stuff like that, telling you
The
what
patent
this,
papers.
yeah, yada yada yada. Okay, so the leaked document says that the Project Scorpio does not have what they call ESR RAM. Now, ESR RAM is built into the Xbox One. It has 32 megabits of super quick memory integrated with Xbox One's very
32-bit.
very
bruh.
slow
We on
processor,
64 already.
So that's what I was.
So
thinking.
basically, what the ESR RAM did for the Xbox One is it bumped that speed up a little bit more because it has DDR3 memory, which is a lot slower than the DDR5 memory that's in the PS4. That's why the PS4 can install games so
Way
much
faster.
quicker. So it's ditching that because basically, why the fuck would you even put it on there when you have how much gigs of DDR5 that this thing's gonna have? So let's see.
2 terabytes out the gate. Nah.
It's-
5 terabytes out
I mean, it
the
doesn't
gate.
Yeah.
even matter because you can always plug in an external,
So
like the current
yeah.
Xbox One.
and of course,
True.
it does still mention that it's going to be 6 teraflops of GPU power,
Hey.
which is like most people, if they already know what the Scorpio is 4.5 times more powerful than the original Xbox One.
Hey.
Teraflops.
This thing can catch
Paper
a
said-
speeding bullet out of the air with its bare Scorpio hands. I
All
just
right,
can't
so-
wait to see
so
what
here's the
games they
nitty-gritty-
show on.
Here's
at
the
E3
like
with this
nitty gritty
thing.
details. The paper says Scorpio has 4 more times of L2 cache of the Xbox One, putting it on par with the AMD Polaris range, and that the GPU is capable of delta color compression like the PS4 Pro. Basically, what that means is it can
HDR.
hold a lot more memory, like between switching apps, between doing all that type of stuff. So, like, our new phones get faster and faster, and we don't it's getting to the point to where we don't have to quit our apps anymore on our phones. Why? Because
Right.
we have so much memory cache that we don't need to anymore. So that basically, like, back in the day, our phones and computers and stuff, you'd have to close applications and stuff like that because you either
So
have
RAM intensive.
yeah, it's so intensive that
You can't run Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign and
Yeah.
Premiere Pro and all
and then
these
go
things
back
at the
to
same
it
time.
and it be exactly where you were, kind of thing.
Right.
You know how like you can log out of an app and then go back into it and you haven't been on it for 2 days and it takes like 2 seconds and it's right back exactly where you were. Like, I haven't been on Instagram for a few days and you go on Instagram and it's only the same exact picture that you were looking at last, kind of thing. Let's see. Damn, that article sucked. Let me find another one.
Thanks.
But yeah, Digital Foundry, they're the ones that you want to look at it if you really want the in-depth look at it. So basically, the Scorpio is gonna be it is gonna have native 4K, but it's also gonna have what they're calling, I think, sparse rendering. So we do know that the PS4 has what they call checkerboard, to where it's like artificial 4K. That's the Xbox One is also going to do that. So there are going to be some games like it's almost impossible to have any machine do everything at 4K. Like, I mean, that's asking a lot out of a machine. But the thing that's really cool about what they're calling sparse rendering is it actually decides while you're playing the game what it's going to render at 4K. So they say that like shadows and ambient occlusion and all these like things with like lighting and stuff like that, you can actually lower the resolution down by half, and the naked eye can't tell the difference. So what it's basically doing is on the fly saying, all right, which things can we lower the resolution on? So we're putting more GPU power and CPU power into things that need more power to render at 4K. So if we're in a room that the right side's all color and the left side's really dark and all that type of stuff, more than likely it's actually not going to be true 4K on that left side, but you're never actually going to tell the difference with your eye. And that right side of the room's always going to stay 4K because it's putting more GPU power into rendering that side of the room instead. Pretty cool stuff. It's kind of like the dynamic resolution thing that they did in they've done it in a couple games, but the one I know about is Halo 5. So, when a lot of things were going off on screen, some of the stuff in the distance they would do in like lower resolution and all that type of stuff. So, the big thing that's popping out of or that's in the fucking sky is in like, crisp 1080p kind of beauty, even though that game's not really the best looking thing in the world. So I kind of knew this was going to happen solely because I was like, dude, there's no way this machine can run native 4K because it would cost it over at least $1,000 no matter what. I mean, they would literally lose hundreds and hundreds of dollars on each machine if they wanted to push this thing to the limits of 4K because it's still not there yet for machines unless you really go chuck at like $1,800, $2,000 into a machine, and it's just 4K is cool, but I mean, fuck that, dude. I'd rather have this game. I would rather have games run at either 2K or 1080p at 60 frames a second, and just be literally like just maxed out instead. And that's what this machine's going to be able to do. And I'm pretty sure some of the papers did reference stuff like that, to where it's basically like, just like the PS4 Pro, where you can, like, in like Tomb Raider, you can choose, do you want to do the 4K checkerboard with 30 frames a second, or do you want to do the 1080p with better graphics and higher frame rate kind of thing?
Yep.
So, hopefully, I mean, that's what you want. I would like that. I'd like this to have, like, presets and stuff like that. What do you guys think? Do you guys want presets? Because basically, it's just getting to the point. The PS4 Pro is proof that basically consoles are just becoming dumbed down PCs. Are you okay? Are you guys okay with that?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I was already okay with it when PS4 and Xbox One came out.
Yeah, true.
But
this one's giving you options. I mean, that the fact that you can choose how the game looks and how you want it to run is something that's so appealing to me when it comes to PC. To where it's just like,
because you always have more options on
I have
PC.
more options, yeah,
and like for visual options, for display options.
What I hated is, and Luther knows that I picked up Witcher 3 on the PS4 when it first came out, and I was like, dude, this game's really good, but fuck, these loading screens are fucking long. It gets me out of the experience. The frame rate's not the best. It's dodgy at times when it, especially. I first noticed it because I just went through what's the first area called? In
White. What was it? What's it called?
White Orchard. Orchard. Yeah, and you do your first Witcher contract, and dude, when I was fighting that thing, it was like, all right, man. I'm like trying to dodge around, and this thing's flying up and all that type of stuff, and I'm like, dude, my frame rate's just like, it's not bad, but like. If it's dipping a little bit at 60, it's a little bit noticeable, but it's so much better than, having 30 frames a second and it going down 5 frames every couple seconds. Like, dude, once you hit the like 25, 24 frames, you're just like, dude, this is chugging. So I was like, I really wish I was able to, on the PS4, just, dude, I know it wouldn't have looked that great, but I wish there was an option to where I just could have load the graphics and had it run smoother. And so I picked it up on PC, I spent like 30 minutes before the game trying to get it to where I wanted it, to where like I was like, I want a solid 60 frames a second. That's what I want in this game. I want this game to be buttery smooth, like, And the art design in the game's beautiful enough to where, like, I don't need the game to really be at, like, ultra. Because, I mean, like, dude, even, like, when that game's standing still, even on PS4 and Xbox One, damn, dude, that's such a gorgeous game. But the fact that you can actually choose how you want your games to look on console now, I think, is the best thing. And it's the most consumer-friendly thing I think that's happened to... Or that's happening to consoles right now. So, how about you, Greg? I don't think I heard you. Are you okay with it?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I want for my like all-in-one inclusive console.
True.
So, I mean, I'm still gonna
Real
primarily
Xbox
be on
One.
that PS4 community because that's where all my friends are.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been dying to get a 4K Blu-ray player and a 4K TV,
Mm-hmm.
and this is gonna do it for me because this is gonna get that plus like native 4K games, like, or just at least better visual games
Mm-hmm.
on a console, and then as well like have VR support in case I want to go into VR later on, because I've experienced VR on PSVR and I like the experience
concept
of it. Yeah, like
But
the
dude,
idea
yeah,
of it,
the
but
more and
it's
more
just
you
not,
get into that thing,
it's not there yet for me.
dude, I liked Eve Valkyrie, and I was like, man, this is really good. This is really good. But when I went to go back and I played Riggs and I played Batman, especially Batman because you're kind of standing still, I was like, damn, dude, this is really pixelated. I was like, man, this is really noticeable. It's really fun because I'm like, dude, I'm fucking Batman. But like when I was looking at my hands, I was like, this is really cool. But I can see like every fucking pixel. And when Eve was going on, because it was happening so fast, you're like in a spaceship, you notice it at first and then it kind of goes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, there's so many like experiences that aren't as super fast as Eve. And even Riggs, dude. Riggs didn't look that great at all. Did you
No.
play Riggs?
No.
And
the,
also, that game just is not fun.
the other thing about Scorpio is that from the gate, like with that trailer, they showed that developer support is pretty strong.
Yep.
Right off the gate. Like.
Yep.
And PSVR support right now is non-existent.
Yeah.
So you have a console that's going to be supported by developers that's also VR capable. So you're going to have VR that's going to be supported by developers as well later down the line. So I look at the Scorpio and I see a long life.
Yeah. Well, the biggest
much like
thing,
the 360
the
life.
biggest
Like,
thing is,
it's going to be around for a while.
well, the biggest thing that came out of the PS4 Pro stuff that just like baffled me is I remember we were hearing rumors that Sony was going to force people to make a PS4 version and a Pro version.
Right.
They're like, if you want your game on our console, you have to make a version for both of these.
Which is twice as
consoles.
much work for developers.
Yeah, which is twice as much work. But, I mean, that sucks for the developers, but that's better for consumers. It is better. It's just better for consumers. And then Sony came out and said, nah, they choose if they want to support this. Do you think Xbox needs to enforce if you want to put a game on on a Xbox One, you need to make a Scorpio version?
They'll fuck themselves if they do that.
You really think so?
Not even what'll happen was, did you guys ever hear, what was it? It was, I think it might have honestly been Watch Dogs 2 or Tomb Raider on PS4, where when it updated because the PS4 Pro, that it actually made the normal PS4 version faster and then made the PS4 Pro version chug. And it was like the way they had coded it, because they were trying to have it to where the presets where you can just slide on the PS4 Pro was actually fucking with the PS4 Pro and messing with and people were getting mad. I forgot. I know it was either Watch Dogs or Tomb Raider, where the way they had it, it was fucking with it, and that's why they decided, like, if you want to do it, because it's better off if you do it because you want to, you don't just half-ass it and just throw on a thing. Because if they half-ass it, especially on Xbox One, and you guys are already saying that thing is, like, you're clicking the Xbox, like, home button, and it's taking a while to load.
I mean,
Imagine
that's on the OS teams. That's not them. My games load fine.
Yeah, the game's
It's the
pretty fine,
actual
it's just the
operating system, like the operating system and the fact that like the games play. The games
Because, I
play.
mean, look
Once
at
I'm
most-
in my game, it's fine. But when I hit home
Yeah.
and I'm on like the dash is slow, man. Dash is slow.
It's really funny because that OS started out really fast for me when I first got the Xbox One.
Oh, it was lightning fast.
It was great, and I don't know what happened.
They did come out and say, Phil did come out and say, he's like, we hear you,
Yeah.
and we are working on making sure that this is faster. Well, the thing is I think they just keep adding more and more features, and it's just like clogging the operating system, and now they need to go, all right, we've added a lot of things. Now we need to make sure every single, cog is in the machine is just running at the right speed at the right time, 24/7. No, this is what I would say. Look how Sony announced the PS4 Pro. Look how they talked to developers about the PS4 Pro, and then look at how Microsoft showed us Scorpio.
It's more like,
hey, you have a year in advance.
Look at all this new hardware that you have more tools now
Yes.
to create the games you want to create them. So basically, you just create the ultimate PC version that you want,
Yes.
and then it also runs on Scorpio, and then you have options to turn it down so you can play it on regular Xbox.
Also,
whereas for PS4, it was like, make the game how you regularly know on PS4, but then you also have to make a superior version for it so it runs on PS4 Pro.
this is basically a PC. Not in the regards of like, so is PlayStation. No, this is a PC. It's made by Microsoft. It's the same architecture, even in the OS, as a PC. So if Arcane is coming out and promising, like they said we're promising that the PC version of Prey will be flawless at launch. Then that means the Scorpio version is going to be flawless at launch.
Hopefully.
Because it is the same operating system in its core, like, as a PC. It's the same operating system that I have on my PC, basically. But, the innards are different. But, if you're giving me presets that I can go and switch and stuff like that, it's the same thing like my PC. It's literally just a PC for dummies. And then that's not a bad thing. Because now I have a PC, but it's intriguing me. Why? Because I can put that in my entertainment system.
In your living room.
And I never have to... I get the
Question,
options. I get the ease of a console and the freedom of a PC in one package.
Question, though.
Yeah, what's up?
Does what happened to Quantum Break not scare you at all for Scorpio? And by what I mean by what happened to Quantum Break, I mean that when you went from your Xbox One version to your PC version, they only give you a little bit of like customization when it's a PC game and you should have honestly like full control.
Because the game was developed for Xbox first, right?
That was developed for Xbox first, and the thing is that
it's basically
that
a
was
port.
just like
the
that
PC
was,
version was more or less a port of the Xbox version.
and now that they have a Steam version of Quantum Break now, and it's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they learned. I think that was hey, we learned our lesson thing. That's what it was.
It's
Okay.
like a case by case thing.
I think the people who were developing it didn't understand the PC community.
Right.
But
Because
also,
the only reason I'm saying this is because from what I know, and PlayStation could have been lying, Xbox could have been lying, but I know from the get-go with PS4 and Xbox One, the way they made those things was to make them as bare bone as possible and to make them almost as like similar to a PC, so it's pretty easy to program. Because I know I've seen like debugged PS4s and I've seen debugged Xbox Ones when they were first launching, and those things just look like little mini PCs that people were programming on. And that's the only reason I'm saying that if you have like a little mini PC and you're programming it on like your PS4, and then now you have to program like you're saying presets and all this stuff for the Scorpio, there's just so much room for
But
There's
the
a
thing
reason why
is-
you have to give the hardware to developers early is because it's all different.
Yeah.
Like they have to learn the hardware so they know what they're developing for. That's why you give them the console debug like versions early.
Yep.
That's why
But
you
not
give,
even that.
you give
Before you even
developers like
get the
PS4s
debug.
before
Yeah.
the PS4s even
But before
out. so
even
they
the
can make a
debugs
game.
are coming out, Microsoft's probably talking to every single big studio right now and telling them what the Scorpio is going to have in it.
right. Like
saying,
please make
"Hey,
games for our
you
console.
you have 11 months, 10 months until it comes out. This is exactly what's in it. Make sure your games work." Did Sony do that? From what we heard from developers, no, they didn't. That's the issue with the
They
Pro.
went back and made games that had already come out PS4 Pro compatible,
Yeah.
more or less. Or
They
they
didn't-
made them look better on PS4 Pro
Like-
or run better on
like-
PS4 Pro.
Yeah. And we already have over 7 months of we already know for 7 months that the Scorpio's out too. So by the time the Scorpio's out, developers have had over almost a year and a half.
But I mean,
And it's basically, and it's not even, dude, and this is what I'm saying. It's not even a new system work. as long as if you're making your game on PC, it's the exact same game. Theoretically. I'm saying that how Xbox, if you look at anything on how the Scorpio is, they're trying to make sure that how people are making PC games now are going to be the exact same way with Xbox One. They're basically and they're changing what's inside of the Xbox the Scorpio. It doesn't have the SRAM anymore. Why? And what's better about that? It's even more like a PC than the Xbox One is. It's even more simple than the Xbox One is. So now when you're making presets, it's the literal same presets that you're making a PC version for. And especially since it's using the same operating system as a PC. And that I think Xbox is trying to make, because they're using whatever they're calling those apps now for like Quantum Break was one. Anything you get on the store, like Halo 5 Forge and Quantum Break and Gears of War 4, if you download them on the Xbox store, they're like UWP apps or whatever they're called, programs. Mm-hmm. See, like that's what the issue that was an issue, and I feel like they're just kind of abandoning that because they're like, well, no, that's not what people wanted. They didn't want a Xbox version of a game on a PC. They wanted a PC version of an Xbox game.
Right.
And this is also the first time we've seen a console with Phil Spencer as the head of Xbox.
True.
And everything's sounding great.
Phil's
Everything's sounding easier. Well, technically the Xbox One S was, but look at I think the Xbox One S is more appealing to me than the PS4
As long
Pro.
as the Scorpio comes out in like a nice sleek form factor box that's nice and sexy, I'm buying it.
Dude, that S is sexy. The S is really good looking, man.
If you give me a briefcase, nah.
You mean a VCR?
Nah.
It's just a tower. That's all it is.
It could look like a little mini trash can, like the
the Mac Pro.
Yeah,
the
Mac
Mac
Pro.
Pro.
That's
Yeah. What a weird ass looking thing,
Cylindrical
man.
It looks nice. I like it.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I like the design.
Well,
it's not logical.
everybody,
It makes sense. I mean, you just
this was
just
episode
open it
19
up
of the
and
Nerd
it
Outlet
gives you RAM and
podcast.
Everything you can take it out, swap it out if you need to.
True.
It's easy.
You can find us on Instagram at Nerd Outlet,
I don't like that. It doesn't have a disk drive. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
on Twitter at Nerd Outlet, on Facebook /Nerd Outlet, on the YouTubes.
Search Nerd Outlet.
If you think about it, the fans actually significantly just goes up and gets cooler air inside.
That's actually why it's like that.
Yeah, I know.
So it says cooler.
It's smart. I mean,
It's like an air intake, right?
Yeah.
You got cold air coming in.
and
hot air coming out. Yeah.
It makes sense. It's
Right.
smart.
And in automotive factories,
Heat
building cold air
rises.
intakes.
And if you want, you can customize it. I guess you can just pop off the.
It only costs $800 to start customizing.
How much do you think it'll cost?
And that's only
like,
for
if
color.
I want to supercharge it.
Oh, that dude. That
Uh,
we're gonna have to double the price.
It's a Mac, dude. You can't.
16,000?
Oh,
How about
shit.
16,000?
Whoa,
Eh?
wait.
I mean, dude, that seems like a
Hold
reasonable
on. What
price.
if you get Xbox Pro controllers with the Scorpio bundled in?
Huh?
Do you think they'll redesign the
What if
controller?
you get the Pro controller, like the Elite controller that you have with the Scorpio?
I don't think it'll be the same controller. I honestly think they'll redesign everything.
Mm,
No, I don't think so.
I
don't
think
think
so. I'm calling it right now.
Bro. I don't think so.
Okay.
But that would be dope. That if they can just get the cost down of the Pro controller or the Elite controller, dude,
Yeah,
that
I
would
just
actually
want-
be
I want-
actually be a big seller because that's $150
That's
controller.
the only reason I don't have that controller as a price point.
it's too much.
Bro,
It's so much.
I'm sorry, I picked it up.
It
Oh,
It
I've
was
used it. It looked amazing.
so worth it.
I agree. Does it still have the rumble features on the triggers?
Yeah, but I turned them off. I don't have
Oh, you can turn
vibration
this
on
on?
it.
Okay.
I do play Forza with vibration. Or like
Wait.
any game, it's single
Yeah.
player. Yeah, but if I'm
Hey.
playing multiplayer, turn that shit off.
If anyone's listening to this podcast and you happen to stay in good old London town, can you ship us a Razor Raiju down here at P.O. Box 3451
Dirty sack.
Dirty Sack Lane at West Chickamore, Georgia.
Dude, don't give people my address.
Oh, bro, my bad. I just need
You
a
live in a
Razor
PO
Raiju.
box.
It's private information.
All our fans just show up to Greg's house. All 20 of them.
But this was episode 19 of the Nerd Outlet Podcast. This is your boy Luther. Joining me as always, Greg.
They're signing off with me as always.
Dumbass.
Nathan. And this fucking cuckle over here, Gabe.
I'm coming out. the
I
closet.
want the world to know. Gotta
Wanna
let
let
it
it
show.
show.